This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. St. James' mother in custody after 7-year-old son murdered. A St. James mother has been taken into custody and is now being questioned by the police in connection with the death of her 7-year-old son. The body of Hayden Rose was discovered in a small banana field outside his home in Bickersteth this morning. Rose was a grade 1 student at Bickersteth Primary School and lived in Johnson Common, which is also in Bickersteth. The police report that the child's body was discovered about 7:30 a.m. and an alarm was raised. A police team was dispatched to the area. Upon the arrival of detectives, the boy was found lying face down in bushes with what appeared to be a chop wound to the back of his head. Further investigation at the scene led to the discovery of blood inside his house, which resulted in his mother being taken into custody on suspicion of murder. Residents have theorized that the child may have been killed late Sunday night and his body dumped in the banana field. Municipal cop fatally stabbed in Clarendon domestic dispute. The police in Clarendon are hunting for the common-law wife of a municipal policeman in connection with his stabbing death on Monday. The deceased has been identified as a 30-year-old Keani MacDonald, who lived in Burnt Ground Green Meadows in the parish. MacDonald was employed at the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. The police report that about 5:20 p.m., MacDonald and his common-law wife had a dispute when she allegedly used a pair of scissors to stab him. The police were alerted and MacDonald was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Up to May 27, some 29 people have been killed in Clarendon. Policeman accused of making false statement to Indicom charged. A policeman has been charged on allegations of making a false statement to the Independent Commission of Investigations in relation to a 2020 shooting in St. Catherine. Charged with giving a false statement is the District Constable Vaughn Sutherland of the Area 5 Police Headquarters. Sutherland was bound over by Parish Judge Keon Lamy in the St. Catherine Parish Court this morning. The judge ruled that since he gave the statement in Kingston, that is where proper jurisdiction lies to hear the matter. As a result, Sutherland was ordered to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on July 24. His court appearance arose from a shooting on March 31, 2020 in Homestead, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. The Indicom is alleging that when Sutherland gave his written statement about the incident, he made a deliberate falsehood. He was charged under Section 33 of the Indicom Act. Several of Sutherland's colleagues were in court during today's mentioned hearing. He was represented by attorney-at-law Orville Morgan. Recall for Jif peanut butter over potential salmonella contamination. The public is being advised that a recall is in place for certain Jif peanut butter products due to potential salmonella contamination. The product recall has been issued for the J.M. Smucker Company in relation to Jif products sold in the United States and Canada, including items distributed internationally. The National Compliance and Regulatory Authority and the Consumer Affairs Commission are advising that the products subject to recall bear the codes 1274425, 2140425. As it relates to products imported into Jamaica, this would affect Jif Creamy 340 gram, 2032425, and the Jif Reduced Fat 454 gram, 2029425. It was indicated that the local distributor has advised that instructions have been given to immediately remove these items from the shelves and return them to its distribution centers for destruction. Consumers are being encouraged to check the labels of such packages prior to purchase or consumption, as informal importers or persons who otherwise purchase such items may have inadvertently bought this product. For further information, call National Compliance and Regulatory Authority at 876-618-1534 or via WhatsApp at 876-289-6272. Consumer Affairs Commission at 876-619-4222-30. Man convicted of lottery scamming and money laundering by jury in St. Catherine. Kemar Townsend was on Monday convicted by a jury in the St. Catherine Circuit Court of lottery scamming and money laundering. After 30 minutes, the 7-member jury returned a unanimous verdict of guilty on the charges of conspiracy to obtain money by false pretense, possession of criminal property, and engaging in a transaction involving criminal property. Townsend is to be sentenced by Justice Bertram Morrison, who presided over the 2-week trial on June 17. The complainant, a 72-year-old United States citizen, testified via video link that she received several telephone calls from at least 2 persons informing her that she had won the lottery, a total of US $682 million, 3 motor vehicles, and US $297,000 in refunds. She further testified that she was instructed by one of the callers that the funds were being housed in Jamaica, and therefore she had to send money to the island to claim her prizes. In order to claim her prizes, the complainant on 3 separate occasions sent money to a local bank account held by Townsend. The evidence from the representative of the local bank where Townsend had the account showed that the sums were in fact sent by the complainant via wire transfer to his bank account. The exhibits show that Townsend received, used, and withdrew the money sent by the complainant. The matter was investigated and Townsend was arrested and charged in 2018. Townsend gave evidence that he thought the money received in his bank account were sent by his lover who resided in Switzerland, as his lover would usually send large sums of cash to him. He further testified that he did not know that these sums were sent by the complainant or that they were criminal property. He indicated that he was expecting funds from his lover around the same time that the complainant sent the money to his bank account. However, Townsend admitted under cross-examination that he did not make any mention of his lover to the investigating officer or what he believed was the source of the money. He testified further that since his arrest, he has not seen or heard from his lover. Townsend was represented by attorney-at-law Davian Vassell, while the matter was prosecuted by Julian Edwards, Assistant Director of Public Prosecutions, and Dominic Martin, Crown Counsel. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions noted that this prosecution was historic in that this was the first time that it has conducted a trial on one indictment before a jury in respect of these offenses at the same time. Usually, offenses under the Law Reform Fraudulent Transactions Special Provision Act 2015, commonly referred to as a lotto scamming, are tried by a judge alone in the circuit court, and offenses under the Proceeds of Crime Act are tried by a judge alone in the parish court. St. Andrews South Police listed 10 wanted men. The St. Andrews South Police have listed 10 men on their latest list of wanted individuals. Wanted are Courtney Ashley, otherwise called Bloodstain. Ashley is wanted for the murder and wounding with intent for a November 6, 2017 incident, which was committed on Fenbrook Avenue, Kingston 20. Romario Grant, otherwise called Kaka, of Nelson Road, Kingston 13, is wanted for the May 18, 2021 murder of Delano Messom, also of Nelson Road, Kingston 13. Ronald Smith, otherwise called Popskull and White Knight, is wanted for the wounding with intent for an incident involving Daniel McGroder, committed on Monday, April 15, 2022 at Ashley Road, Kingston 13. Dante Morgan is wanted for wounding with intent. Anthony Reynolds, otherwise called the Son of Marlborough Avenue in New Haven, Kingston 20, is wanted for the October 7, 2021 murder of Danica Salmon, committed at Riverside Drive in New Haven. Theodore Barrow, otherwise called Theo, of Duhaney Terrace in New Haven, Kingston 20, is also wanted in connection with the murder of Danique Salmon. Raheem Brown, otherwise called Berger, of Crescent Road, Kingston, for the offense of assault at common law with the use of a firearm, and the March 2019 murder of David Jackson on Joseph Road, Kingston 13. Jermaine Richards, otherwise called Richie, of a Pembroke address, is wanted in connection with the May 2020 murder of Eswick Lawson. Albert Mitchell, otherwise called Bally, of Anderson Drive, Riverton Meadows, Kingston 11. He is wanted for the November 2021 murder of Norman Dunkley. Marquez Ellis, otherwise called Marquez, is also wanted in connection with the murder of Norman Dunkley. The men are being asked to immediately turn themselves into the Hunts Bay Police. In addition, anyone with information that can assist the police is asked to contact the Hunts Bay Police at 876-923-7111 or Crime Stop at 311. Members of the public are also being advised that it is a crime to harbor a fugitive and are urged to share any information they have with the police. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.